Good evening and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesday, everybody. As you can see, I have a beautiful background because I'm in Florida. And I'm here with my two beautiful girls, Esmeralda and Nika. How are y'all doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday. We're
So
crushing
so
it.
I'm in Florida at Nika stomping grounds, but I'm too far from her. I was like, we need to get together. But she's like
Yeah.
halfway. And I hate it. But that's okay. We're all gonna do a live show soon. Esmeralda invited us to California, so San Diego, right? Is that
Yes, I need to get these eyebrows done by her
Yeah,
hubby.
me too? Me too. Saludos, Jesus. How are you? Thank you for joining the show. Um, I just, what's been going on? I mean, I want to talk about last week's fight, but what's been going on in y'all's world? What have y'all seen on the boxing scene before we touch on that?
um, uh, I don't know. I don't really think anything
Hey,
news
hey.
popped up in like boxing gossip or anything like that.
Right.
Besides Ryan Garcia, working hard trying to get that Tank fight.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Definitely gonna talk
and
about that. We're definitely
and
gonna talk about
us still waiting for an announcement for Spence and Crawford fight. That's
that.
about.
Girl, I'm glad we haven't held our breath because we'd be on the
Yeah.
ground gone out
Word.
of Esmeralda, have you heard anything or seen anything that you want to talk about before we get into the Ryan Garcia thing?
no, I mean, like I said, I heard there's a fight here August 20th in San Diego from Top Rank. I don't know
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
fighting yet, though, but I have,
Okay.
but I'm for sure gonna be there.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. I know that there is an August 20th fight, Omar Figueroa and Adrian Broner, which wow, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but okay, so look, is Ryan Garcia the real deal? Is he the real deal? We heard so many comments, and we're gonna go around, but it's like some people are like, "Oh my God, he looks so great. He looks so amazing. Like I saw so much from him." Esmeralda, did you see the fight, girl?
Yes.
What is he? Is he like the second coming of Muhammad Ali? Is he like
What to say?
the thing? Is he as great as everybody was saying?
Well, he's better than Muhammad Ali's grandson or great grandson.
Okay, that's good. That was quick
So
witted.
I'll give him that.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Right.
I've never been a fan of Ryan or much of a supporter, but I feel like I was hoping he'd show me something in this fight. And one of the things I noticed is that he talked a lot to Goosen on his corner, like in between rounds, and I was like, okay, he must really have a good relationship with him. It seemed like it. It seemed like they trust each other. So I really hope that his next fight he looks a lot better. But I mean, there wasn't too much of a difference. I was surprised he didn't. He kept his cool. Many times I was like, oh, he's gonna lose it and it's gonna be all over, and no, he didn't. So I was rooting for him. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of what you're saying is good. And when it's my turn, I'm gonna touch on all that. Hey, Remy, what did you think, Nika? Is he just like, woo, man? We just saw this guy just taking control. He is just amazing.
Well, I wouldn't say all that, but I actually am a Ryan Garcia supporter. For some reason, I do like Ryan Garcia. I feel like he's just misunderstood, and he's
Okay.
just selling himself the way that he feels like he should sell himself. But I feel like he looked good this fight. I feel like Esmeralda said that he had it looks like he has a good relationship with his new
Mm-hmm.
trainer.
I do that.
And I feel like he looked better this fight. Like I feel like his defense was a little better. Like he usually keeps his guard down and he's
Mhm.
open for a lot
Yeah.
to get hit a lot. And I feel like he kept his
Hmm.
hands up much better this fight. I was happy that he won the way he did, and I like when he shit. I must confess, I like when he talks his shit. I really do, because it really pisses people off. They're like, shut up, Ryan Garcia, like fight somebody, like I love that he don't really gotta say much, and it really gets up on the people's skin. Like I feel like he's just like a young guy just going through, his boxing career and promoting himself the way he knows how, and he has a lot of fans. He really does have a lot of fans. But he
Does.
has, as much as he has fans, he has a lot of haters. So it's a good balance for him.
Well,
Nice.
I mean,
But
I liked his energy too. Well, I mean, at the end of the okay, look, we talked about it on the show. We said that Fortuna was tailor-made for him at this time. He wants to come back. He wants to show he's got a new trainer. The first time they were together, you know, we saw him use his jab a little bit more. The second time, okay, he used his distance a little bit more to me too, and his defense was a little better. But was I like, damn, that was a hell of a performance? No. We knew how it was going to go. There was a lot of people, now it's 50-50 or, oh, Fortuna, he's, you know, this and that. No, honey, no. 10 years older, he's on his way out. Was he once a threat? Yes. But this was specifically made for him. And then at the end, he acted like he beat freaking, you know, Mike Tyson in the 80s. He was so... yeah, and then calling out Tank.
I love it. I love it.
Calm down. Like you didn't do, like, you didn't look amazing. You were good. I'm a fan. I like him, you know, but he wasn't all that to me.
But he felt like a different man. So I think he felt like a different man, and he felt so happy with himself for his performance. He was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like that's why all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's good. Like, gain that confidence so that you can do better and way better and better.
Right.
I agree. I feel like this win gave him a confidence booster, and that's why he's talking his shit the way he is. That's why I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I love it. I love it.
It was kind of cute to me. It was like, oh, little baby, you know, yeah, you did good. You took your 3 steps and now you're running, and I mean that's cute. But it was kind of funny to me. I couldn't help but laugh. But you know what? I wish him the best. You know, I think that there's some beasts out there. Like Antonio Lewis says, Garcia will be tested against Jojo Diaz. That's a good matchup too. Absolutely. And he's gonna need that, to me, before he even thinks about fighting Tank. I do. L-Dub. I don't know, Lee Groves. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh, Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Yes, cover song hit by the Animals. Yes, I remember that song. Exactly.
I feel bad for Ryan because I feel like everyone focuses on his social media presence and all and his outside boxing life. When I'm like, no, I judge a fighter by the way they box and who they are outside of the ring.
Yes.
I have to be a fan of them outside of the ring, but I'll be a fan of them inside the ring, you know, for what they do. And I think there's a lot of people that's just like, oh, you did this or you did that. And that's what they base their judgment on.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he's misunderstood outside the ring. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't care what nobody say. I know that he was going through something mentally. And the only way he knows how to deal with it was the way he was dealing with it. He tried to go on vacation and people were like bashing him for that. So, and that really pisses me off. I'm like, why are people upset that this man said that he's having mental issues and that he's on vacation? Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to separate yourself from the world and enjoy yourself and try to get peace of mind. It's like they wanted to see this man in a locked room, padded up walls, you know, like, what do you want him to do?
Or
like,
fight through it. They're like, fight through it. You can fight through it.
Man, these fighters be going through a lot of stuff mentally that we don't know, and we cannot be like harping on them about how they deal with it. Like, that's, you know, everybody deals with stuff differently, you know?
You know what? You just brought something to my attention, Eka. It's men go through it and everything, like Ryan being very public with it. But the women that are fighters, I mean, they're not putting their relationship stuff out there. They're not putting, like, they're not, you know, they keep it pretty private. And I just realized, I was like, good, that's how it should be.
Oh, and Nancy. I think and Nancy's in the backstage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry. She's like, knock knock in the comments. There she goes.
My girl Nancy, I'm so sorry.
No problem, my beauties. No problem.
This new layout on StreamYard, I'm like, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, it's new.
And like, it's like, Nancy's backstage. So I'm so sorry.
Look, I saw it in the chat.
My usual little avatar there. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to interrupt, y'all. Good conversation.
No, not at all. We're talking about Ryan Garcia. Is he the next best thing? Did he just show whenever he beat Fortuna that, wow, here he comes, like he's ready for everybody? You know, what did you think about that?
You know, I think it was good energy. I really think it was good energy. That's what I kept thinking to myself. So that's a step in the right direction.
Mhm.
And not only because it clearly he has a love for his faith, and the Lord, which I thought was fantastic that he's
I
on
did
this
like that.
path.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's surrounded by the support that he needed, right? So we go back
Yeah.
to remember the conversations we were having about whether Goosen was going to be a good fit, and I think all of us were like in consensus that this might actually be good for him, because as we all know, there's this sport is so much of it is mental, right? Having that
Yes.
mental readiness, going into the fight, for camp, for every aspect of the fighter, right? It is that mental piece of it, and I think this was good for him, right? I'm separating that from the actual fight.
Right.
I do think that there's still an opportunity, for him to uh and I'm not saying that his amateur and his career this far hasn't been enough, right? But because of the caliber of fighters that we are seeing, I feel like he does need to continue to grow his resume. And
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? So that's how
Yes.
I felt about it. But it was really, really good energy. I even liked the fact, at least I thought it was a fact, that at the end of the interview, it seemed like he was trying to hurry up so that they would allow what's his name? Gosh,
Fortune.
yes,
Fortune.
Yeah.
to allow him to speak.
Right.
And you know what? It did bother me that they didn't give this man the time of day. I'm like, geez, this sport so
Mhm.
quick to the moment there's a
They
loss,
throw you away,
girl,
man.
they just
They're done.
done with you. That bothered me. I can't
No,
express
that's
to you how much it bothered me.
that's not good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is a joke or not. Lennox was best. As I have Garcia as my pound for pound number one now. I'm not.
Who said no?
Okay.
I'm not.
That was definitely a
I'm
joke.
not saying it could never happen. I'm just saying
Okay,
from
yeah.
what. I mean, from
Yeah.
what. I mean, we're not there yet. We're
not
there.
there yet, Christine. I
At
don't think
least,
we're there
like,
yet.
number one for what, and I'm the same. Like, what? Like,
But that energy is gonna get him there if he stays consistent, right? So I'm liking, keep saying the word energy. I'm liking the energy.
no, it's good. He did have good energy. Antonio Luna has a really good point, and I thought this too, and I do think this in every single fight. What I noticed when Garcia gets hit, he looks like he was shocked, like he was an amateur. Fortuna caught him good a few times, and when Fortuna did, Garcia looked like he was hurrying to hold. That is something, he when he gets hit, he doesn't quite know how to take it or how to respond immediately, and he does hold, and that's going to be a problem. You know, see, Monzo said, she would love to see Jojo Diaz next. I would like, that would be a good test. And Lee said he wants a test for him too. He wants somebody, somebody.
Yes.
How is he react when someone really hits him and then they can step back or step over and he can't hold them? What is he going to do then?
Right. Right. I agree with that. We do need to see more of that in him. But I think it's also a good sign, though, that because that also is showing us as fans how he handles those moments of, opposition pressure that he's maybe, not expecting. So, yeah.
I
feel like he might have like fell in love with the sport again. Maybe I feel like he wasn't really. I feel like he wasn't really boxing. He don't feel like was giving him the love that he thinks that he deserved. So he wasn't really feeling it. So I think this fight might have like renewed that love for boxing that he wanted.
Yes,
that he had. So
that's really good. Yeah, because, and I told Christine this last time on the show, like, I've gone through so many heartbreaks and breakups with boxing because boxing
is a bad boyfriend,
back.
right?
It's like, get the love back unless like it's few and far between that get that love back, and even those people still don't get as much love. So like you said, I think he needed something to reignite that passion with him.
Sure.
He had, he's married now, right?
I don't know.
I think he's got like 2 kids.
I'm
not trying to start rumors, but yeah.
No,
daughters. He has 2 daughters.
He seemed genuinely fine. He did really good.
He did.
So
he had a new energy, like y'all said. Lennox was best says it was nice of Garcia to thank God for the win. Fortuna must be an atheist now. Okay, that's funny.
Gosh. Well, no, they didn't even give the poor guy the chance to thank anybody.
I know, right?
That's the problem, and like I said, that really did bother me. One thing about I don't know if y'all touched on this already, but one of the things that I couldn't wait to talk to y'all about is just the celebrity pool that this fight got, right?
Mhm.
And I felt that clearly they were there, to see Ryan. But what did y'all think about that? That was a pretty celebrity packed audience.
He's gonna bring them in. He,
Yeah.
as much as people hate it, he's a Hollywood like
Yeah.
he's a Hollywood / boxer fighter.
Mhm.
Like they want to see him. Not
Yeah.
for nothing. I feel like he's like, and that's why Oscar De La Hoya looked so happy. He was. I don't know if he was coked up, allegedly. I don't know, but this man looked so happy.
He was happy
like,
seeing
he
those
was
dollar
so
signs.
red in the face,
He's
smiling.
like,
His cheeks
money,
were like,
money.
yeah. He's like, yeah, this is the Ryan Garcia that
I'm
I
back
want,
on top.
So
yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
So now people hate it, but he sells. He sells because this was not like a big opponent fight to bring out those kind of stars to that fight, in my opinion. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Right.
This wasn't like a big fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the people were there, so I could just imagine if he was to fight, like say somebody like a Tank, that it would be like a real star-studded event.
Oh, for
Yep.
sure.
That would even
And-
bring
and-
Paris Hilton out of the woodworks to attend.
Yeah, he will pull them out.
And
I don't know.
touche, Remy,
I'm
he did fight Luke Campbell. That was a good test. Yes, it was. But I'm just feeling like if he wants to fight Tank like so quickly, I think he's gonna need one more little test.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I think Luke Campbell was like the pre-test, and now we need like the full-fledged like SAT test, whatever y'all call it. Like
Yes. Yes.
we need that. So that's just my opinion, though.
I think a great fight, though, a great test with Luke Campbell, because he had that fall and he took it off and got. But everyone saw that Ryan obviously is stoppable, and it didn't stop him. He kept going. So now he knows, like, oh shit, I can fall again, or I can get punched like that again. And I think that really helped him better himself in going into this fight.
For sure. League said, okay, I don't want to get our religious, but I'm going to for a second. League said, I think God watches fights like we all do. I don't think he picks sides because he loves all of us, right? Yes, he does.
Yes.
I think he's the biggest boxing fan,
Amen.
obviously. What I think it is, whoever wins is whoever put in the work. He doesn't pick sides. It's up to us. It's up to us to win or not. He'll bless us all, but we got to put in the work. Prayer where that works is dead. Okay?
Yeah, the God was watching over this fight. They both came out healthy. That's what
exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really liked the vibe too, and just how they promote the fight and they talk their smack, but at the end of it, he was showing that love and he was giving the props, which I always appreciate when they do that.
Yeah, because I remember him doing a live on his Instagram a long time ago where he had a pastor on there that he allowed to do like a sermon on his page, and
really?
people were clowning him for that, and I'm just like, wow, like this man is like opening himself up on his religious side to his fans, and people were like laughing at him for that. I'm just like, y'all laughing at him for having a pastor on his page, like giving the good word, and then
there's nothing wrong with that.
I hate people sometimes. I really do. I'm sorry. I really do.
I know. C. Monzo had a great point. I did notice this too. Did anybody else notice that Garcia didn't actually appear to show the love back to Oscar? I think Oscar saw a green dollar bill, a green $1 million bill in front. That's what I think. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, I did.
Kind of had him at arm's length, and Goosen was just very like straight faced, like, yes, we did it, but we've got more work to do. And Oscar,
I like that.
I take all that credit, and it's like, no, chill.
Yeah, I agree. One thing that I was thinking too after this win, I'm like, this boy's got to fight at least 2 more times. to stay on pace with, you know, the bar that's been set, that you really do need to fight those 3-4 times, you know, within the given year and stay visible and stay active. So here we are already in the second half of the year.
Absolutely.
And he just had his first fight since January of last year, you know?
Yeah.
So they got to get to work and make the next one
They
happen.
gotta get to work. You're right. Absolutely.
See, can you put that comment that Steven put, because I agree with this. Like, I love this energy.
First, I'm gonna say this. I know when people tell me they're atheists, I'm like, look at me. How can you be atheist? I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Stephen Pope Coney said, how y'all feel about Ryan making multiple posts about Tank on Twitter? I like the energy. Keep picking at that gorilla. You know,
I like it. I love it. Like, he's showing, like, you know what? I'm back in this shit. Like, I want the top fighters. Like, give me the big dogs. And he's you know, showing that he's not ducking, that he's not afraid. Like, give me who y'all think is gonna beat me, and I'm gonna show you. Like, I love that energy. Ryan Garcia, I'm a fan. I don't care. I'm a fan of him. I do not care. I'm a fan of him.
Hey, how do we feel about him saying that he's going to record the contract proposal and signing? Did y'all catch that at the end?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
Ask me what I mean. Do you like? You said you like the energy that they're talking about with him, like doing the twice Twitter post and.
I do. I think the worst that comes from the Tank fight with him is he loses, but yet he gives a great fucking fight. And I think that's absolutely the worst that can happen. And I think where Garcia is at right now mentally, or in a more mature level, I think he'd be like, he'll own it this time around, you know, like he'll be like, yeah, I lost, but you know what? I landed my great shots or whatever. I knocked them down or whatever. And I think
I got paid.
I'm gonna next time I see him at the mall, I'm gonna put him on FaceTime and be like, oh, so you better
right. Nancy, what was he talking about recording? Like signing the contract with Tank, like
the negotiations.
So I'm thinking that it was his kind of stab at the whole Pitbull situation. I think that's what he was referencing, because he made a statement, you know, when they're interviewing him after like the post fight, where he's sitting down with the commentators, and he said that he's like, next time I'm gonna record it, you know, so that y'all can't say I'm ducking, right? And I'm just like, I don't know how Oscar would feel about that, right? but that was interesting.
Yeah, Oscar didn't look like he was on that train.
He was not on that train.
Yeah.
You know, because remember there was a lot of back and forth, you know, from Pitbull's camp that, you know, that they did or didn't get something, or, you know, whatever, and that fell through. So this is, you know, Ryan throwing that out there, I guess, to show that, you know, he wants to show that it's not him, that it's the other party. So who knows? So we might get a recording of the next contract proposal.
We shall see. I bet we do. I bet he'll be the first, and then he won't be the last.
But people are going to say, oh, it was edited. Oh, this happened.
Oh, yeah.
They're always going to say something. Always.
That's what they're
always.
Lee said Garcia and Oscar clash because they're so much alike. Both are young,
I agree.
tall, speedy, lightweight with left hook power. Ryan's next step is to record an album.
I agree. I feel like Oscar sees himself in Ryan. So that's when Ryan won, man, Garcia, Oscar was like, oh yeah. He was like, oh yeah, that's, you know, we're back in this day. He was so
right.
Well, he's thinking, I mean, who else does he have? He's like, okay, that's my money train. You know what I'm saying? Let me do what I got to do to keep him.
I will say that I did flashback to like 1996, 97 when I saw Ryan come out thinking that was Oscar. Like he just reminded me so much of Oscar, and even in the during the fight, you know, I remember Oscar, the expressions he used to make, you know, it just reminded me so much of him. Yeah,
exactly. No, they are so much alike. I agree too. Remy said Ryan versus Prograis is death wish, but I would prefer it over the Davis fight. I would love, you know what? I would like that matchup. I don't
know who Prograis has lined up yet. He's been like put on the shelf.
Who is he signed with? What is he doing?
He was signed with Probellum. So you know
Oh.
all that,
Yeah,
all
and
that
then when
stuff.
all that.
So
yeah.
the fights are not like coming to his table like that.
No,
you
they're not
know?
going to.
And so
Yeah.
he got on Instagram, one of the channels, and he had a bit of a rant, just with, I think the fact that he's, technically one of the mandatories, here in the weight class, and that he was being overlooked. And,
Girl.
that, I mean, how many times have we seen, right?
And if you don't have your people around you rallying for you, you can have fought the best and be whatever, but it just doesn't happen. It's so political, and it's so who you know. It's unfortunate. Yes, you're late, D-Style. You're late. It's very
Hey,
important.
D-Style.
I would love to see.
I was late too.
Garcia against Tank too, because I also have questions about Tank, and I'm sorry, I'm going to get criticism, but I don't care. I mean, I have some real questions. I would like to see that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do y'all
And you
think?
know what? I
You
feel
know
like Tank is not really giving the same energy that Ryan is giving. Like when Ryan said what he had to say, all I saw Tank say, "See you all in December," but he didn't say like, who
Right.
and
Right.
what.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like give me
He
some
wasn't
more,
hyped
Tank. Like you gotta give me some more than that. Ryan's winning this, winning this battle right now because you like see you all in December, but he didn't say. I'm gonna beat Ryan's ass. He didn't say anything about Ryan. He didn't mention Ryan's name or anything. So, everybody wants to see Ryan and Tank. So Tank, give us what we want. Stop giving us this fucking
But
petty crap.
so let me ask you. So this is so boxing question here, and me trying to understand this. So if didn't Ryan say though that he feels he's gonna stay comfortable at 140 and that he's not moving? So even in trying to make that fight happen, I mean, how would they make that happen? I don't see Tank, I don't see him moving up, would they have to do some type of catch weight deal? Like, how would that even happen?
I think they would have to do a catch weight, or somebody's going to have to budge if they really want it. And I think that's why it's never going to happen, because he's saying that he wants this fight, but he's going to stay at 140, and Tank's going to stay too where he's at. So I just really think it's all smoke up our ass.
Right.
Honestly.
No, and
that's
then
where
I
my question
saw
came from, because I'm like, is it really going to happen? Because I don't know that either of them are going to budge. Because
I don't
when
think
you
it's
take
really
a
gonna
look
happen.
at each of them as a boxer, they're actually right. I agree that he should stay at 140, and I agree with Tank saying at 135. Right?
Yeah, I don't see either one of them budging. And honestly, I mean, he could clear 140. I mean, who's there? Regis is not active right now, only not by choice.
Not by choice,
but
though.
Who else is there?
Yeah.
Everybody else is either moved up or down.
Up or down.
Not who's
but
there?
I see Ryan Garcia going hard, and he's bringing up stuff that Tank said years ago. And I'm not mad at Ryan Garcia. He was saying, because Tank, somebody pulled up the old tweets, and Tank was saying something like, "Oh, Ryan Garcia is retarded. His parents are cousins and stuff like that." So you know what? I would want to beat your ass too. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not mad at Ryan. He's like, you know what? I don't forget words. Like he's gonna have to stand on that. And I'm just like, yeah, Ryan Garcia, let's beat this man's ass. Like, you're not gonna talk about my parents being cousins and not me getting your ass. So yeah.
Sliding counter. I wouldn't mind that either. Garcia versus Montana Love at 140. I wouldn't mind that, because I've got questions about Love too.
So look, Yogi wants to join in, but she doesn't have the camera up. I don't know if you could send her put the link in the chat.
Yes, you can, absolutely. Okay, I don't know how to do that.
I haven't seen her, spoken to her, and I miss her.
Let me send her the link. I'm gonna send you the link on Twitter. On Twitter, Yogi.
I haven't been on Fridays.
Hold on, let me send her the link on.
So Tank has fought at 140 before against Barrios. So that's the justification. Yeah, Ryan's team would use. Okay, there you go. Right, there you go. So then that would be what would be leveraged, in the you're ducking or I'm ducking or who's ducking conversation is, well, you've gone up before, so why not now? Right.
Right. That's true. That's very true. So why not? Lee said that Smitty and I actually interviewed Regis for our podcast that will be posted at 2 p.m. Eastern Saturday. I can't wait because I want to see it. I like Regis. I mean, I always have. He's very strong. Some of my kids have fought him in the amateurs. I was at the the Muhammad Ali World Series, the Super Series in New Orleans twice, Lafayette, and he's so freaking talented. I want to see something from him, and I'm sorry for what had happened, so I can't wait to see that. I'm looking forward to it. It was for Barrios' belt though. Yeah, so he fought at 40 to take the belt. Yeah, I mean, so maybe Ryan needs to get a belt, and then.
But you see, Ryan's he's doing these fights, and he doesn't have a belt, and he's bringing in all these superstars and stuff like that. So you know what? Whether people want to admit it or not, he has star power.
Yeah,
he has star power.
That's true. It does. Okay? So Riding Yogi is still not. You tell me when she's.
I just sent it to her on Twitter.
Okay. D-Style said I scored Progress versus Taylor 7-5 for Progress. That was a badass fight. I thought it was closer than that, but that was a badass fight. It really
I really don't know. I really wish that a rematch would have happened between that fight, because that fight definitely deserved a rematch.
It did. It deserved a rematch. I think that. I think Regis pulled it out, or it could have at least been a draw, but I knew it wasn't going to be a draw. But
watch the whole card?
It was what?
Did you watch the whole card?
For the Muhammad Ali tournament?
No, for Ryan's fight, the whole undercard.
No. Unfortunately, I only watched the main event.
Remind me who was on there. Why did I forget already? Because
remind me too.
So I'm gonna kick myself in the ass later if I'm wrong, and I don't vouch for people. So when I was shot at Top Rank in San Diego last year, I saw for the first time Floyd Cash Diaz, and that boy wowed me. At Top Rank in San Diego last year, I saw for the first time Floyd Cash Diaz.
Hello, darling.
On this undercard, I think he's going to be a good thing for us.
Okay, yeah. And we have Riding Yogi. How are you, darling? You good? You just have to turn down the YouTube that you're watching.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's okay. I do the same thing. I did it earlier.
I
have two of me on there.
I feel stupid, but that's
no,
regular.
not at all.
That's regular.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know, as we're talking about like all the fighters, who I think they stay active, but who I feel was suddenly like super active in terms of social media and just showing that they're in the gym is Teofimo.
Okay, I definitely.
I know. So what's
I'm
going
not
on there?
I'm not a Lopez fan.
Well, he's supposed to be fighting Pedro Campa August 13th. That is no walk in the park. I don't know. I don't know if they're taking him lightly. I hope not. But that's going to be a scrap.
I'm not a Teofimo Lopez fan. I'm not. I feel like I don't know.
We know you're not.
I feel like he should get rid of his dad. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about. I just do not like him. And I don't know if it fits his father. Maybe if he gets rid of his father in the corner and his team, he might be a little bit more likable. But like I'm just gonna shut up until I see what he got coming on with this fight.
Hey guys, I'm sorry about the fan. I really don't know how to put a picture in there right now, but
it's okay. You're good.
I just wanted to tell you guys that I love you guys very much, and that you are the best thing about my, Wednesday night.
Oh, you're so awesome. We love you, and we love your support always. What do you think, Riding Yogi? What do you think about Teofimo and Pedro Campa? Do you think that that's a good matchup? Are you looking forward to it?
I really think that Teofimo needs to do something, different. He needs to think about things differently, and I don't think I'm kind of with Nika there. I don't think that he's going to be anything different until he gets away from his father. you know.
Yes.
And I mean, I think that we are very much in the era of very great fighters, and the fact
Yeah.
that he is missing that makes my heart die. You know what I mean?
I
It
agree.
makes my
Emily,
heart
yes.
die. I don't want that. I love him so much, and I'm so sorry that I kind of show my face, but I had some very bad past things that happened to me that
Oh, you're good.
Oh,
Girl.
don't you?
my
No,
husband
no.
want me to have my face, you know,
You're
because of
good.
No, you don't have to explain.
You,
Nah,
girl, you
you're
are
good.
good. And for those that don't know, you know, Miss Writing Yogi here, super knowledgeable about the sport. So happy that you were able to join. Because I think
yeah,
you
I've only
always
been doing
have-
this from I think 1978.
not that long.
Is that
No,
all, girl?
I
That all?
actually have. I actually started when I was 2 years old. So
Oh,
Love it.
I think that's
I
beautiful.
mean, you know what I'm saying, girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I loved everything about boxing from the time I came out of the womb. I think
Yeah,
that
no,
everybody
yeah.
does, you know, that loves boxing. I think that you can have people who want to be more, and they want to, you know, find stuff about boxing that they love, but I love
Absolutely. You Lee has a great comment for you, Writing Yogi. He said you can make maple syrup with Yogi's voice. I love that. I love it. Foxiana, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
So-
Thank you, Lee. I love you.
He's awesome.
He's
So
great.
what do you think, Esme? I mean, do you want to see the Compa and Teofimo fight? Is that a good matchup, or is it too soon to be fighting someone as dangerous as Compa? I'm already just telling you my opinion right now, but anyway. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think Teo just asked for himself. I mean, he has, you know, he's extremely cocky in everything that he does. So even if he's not ready and he's taking the shot, or he thinks he can handle it right now, it's just going to show whether he is or isn't the real deal, like he says he is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's
Do
a
you
good-
guys
it's a
think
good
it's like a real cocky confidence, or is something that he has to like back up because his father talks so much shit? Like, you know,
I think it's
Like,
yeah, because
part
my
of that.
husband agrees with you. He says it's fake confidence.
yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like it's fake
I-
confidence too. I feel like he has to do this because his father talks so much shit. So his father writes the checks, and he's the one that has to cash them. Like
Yeah.
you know, like I
When
don't
he
know. I'm not
talks-
convinced that I don't really feel like he's that confident, like the way that he portrays to be. I really feel like it's just on the words of his father that talks the, you know, it's like that New
Well,
York trash
remember-
talking.
But I
You
mean,
know,
if he is actually, you know, his entire life is going to be to the future of this, he's probably being very, you know, circumspect. You know what I mean? He's not
Yeah.
being somebody that's going to throw things away. But yeah, I agree
So-
with Nika.
So
I
with
think
that
it's crazy.
relationship, you know, with that relationship, let's remember, I mean, just a couple years ago, there was an interview with Teofimo. I don't know if it was part of a documentary or just an interview somewhere. But he broke down in talking about the relationship with his father, because they've had their
yeah.
ups and downs. And there was a period within his life and his career that they were not well. Right. And that, I don't know what the circumstance was, but that really affected him during that period of time. And then you had this, like, you know, they hashed it out, worked it out, and, you know, started to work together again. And you just saw him kind of come back to this great energy. And then you saw the kind of the success, you know, and the visibility. And it was good, it looked like, right? And maybe it's still good. I really don't know. But you're right. I think that there's perhaps a side of him that it can be exhausting if it's not in your nature, you know, to be that way. And he's trying to follow suit perhaps with his dad. And of course we don't. Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't know him. This is just the fan, you know, looking in.
Yeah, speculation.
But there is that you do get some of that vibe, right? When you hear him speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really see, like, I don't know. I really feel like this is Teofimo. Like, Dad, shut the fuck up. Let me just fight. Like, don't
Yeah.
get me fucked up out there. Like,
Yeah.
let me
Right,
just
yeah.
do what I do. Don't
Yeah.
talk like you're gonna get me fucked up out there. That's what he really want to say. But his dad talks to shit, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat
Get in
you."
there and fight my fight. Yeah, that I just
His father
talked you
is
into.
vicariously living through Teofimo, and
Yeah, I can
Teofimo
see
is
that.
not that natural shit talker like his father.
No,
And
he's
it's
not.
like,
He's
and like
actually
somebody pointed it
he's
out in the
actually a
chat.
nice guy. Like he's actually a nice guy. I've seen him on a few occasions. I've had dinner with him. Like he's actually a nice guy, and I think that he's caught up in a circumstance, which is no excuse. But
See, I
sliding
don't
down
get nice.
and
I don't
Lee.
get nice guy from him because
No,
of his
I
father. Because of his father,
yeah,
I
no,
don't get nice guy
I
from him.
get you. I get it, and I think that his father is a big influence, and I don't think it's a positive one. But slide and counter, he said Tio uses athletic ability to separate distance to counter with explosive timing in exchanges with his shots. I don't think he'll do very well at 140. And then Tio also said his performance is directly linked to his family situation. When it's chaotic, he suffers in the ring. When it's good, his future success really hinges, and he has stability. That both of those comments are so on point for me. They
Yeah,
make
I
so
really
much
feel
sense.
it's like somebody pointed it out in the comments that is just like Danny Garcia's father. It's the same way. His dad
Yeah.
talks to shit, and then he has to follow suit. And Danny Garcia is not a shit talker. He can't talk
Right.
shit. It's so
Right.
unnatural for him. It's not
Yeah.
even funny. Like his dad talks to shit, and then he has to go in there and back it up. And then it's like Teofimo's dad and Danny Garcia's dad. I really feel like that would be a great exhibition fight.
It's like an abusive relationship. It's like
It really
females and
is.
males
Yeah.
that are in abusive relationships. I mean, it's statistically, it takes a woman 7 tries to get away from abusive husband or boyfriend. And I mean, how much harder is it when somebody who's abusing you is your mother or your father? In this case, his father, by his words, his actions, my opinion, from what I'm seeing. And how hard is it for him to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm done. You're cut off. I got to get myself together. Like, I can't even imagine what he goes through in his mind.
I really
feel speculation.
I really feel like that both those dads are like the kind, like if their sons are not doing what they would do in the ring,
Right.
They're feeling like, you know what, tap me in. I'm gonna get in there and beat this ass.
Yeah.
You're not doing it the way that I would do it.
That's kind of what I felt too. I mean, it's kind of like, can you not say, that your child is crap? You know what I mean?
Right.
It was horrible, and it was hard to watch for a woman. And I don't know. I mean, I think that may be the difference between men and women is that we've been conditioned differently, But that was not the way to make someone great. That was the way to make someone not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're always hearing negative things, or when you're not performing, and we talk about this with boxers that are world champions or on top of the world, and then they lose or something happens and the fans turn against them, that's one thing. But when it's your own father, I mean, that's a whole different thing.
I really would love to see Danny Garcia's father and Teofimo's father fight because they talk too much shit for them to be like. Somebody gotta lay down
with Guerrero's dad as the ref.
Yeah,
there you go. Let's do that. Let's do some kind of fundraiser and have them fight each other, and they go to charity.
The shit talking in that fight would be.
That's right.
Would be superb. Like they would be talking shit for like better than Ali back in the day. Like they really want to be back in the ring fighting. You can clearly tell.
They do.
They really want to be tapped in and like tap me in because you're not doing what I'll be doing. Get out the way. Let me get this man because you're not whipping ass the way I would.
Lennox was best. Lopez is a really good fighter, I think, if he's in the right mental state. You know what? I've seen him in the amateurs, and he is, but exactly what Lee said he was doing, and our other comment, that's what it is right now, and I think it does have a lot to do with his mental state. How can you totally focus on what you're supposed to be doing when you've got this negativity in the corner that you live with, that you hear all the time?
Y'all don't remember?
Is he perfect? His dad's not perfect. Is his dad
y'all
perfect?
don't remember Danny Garcia's fight against Thurman when they lost? Danny Garcia's father at the end was just like, they just mad because people from Philly got big dicks. And I was like, what the fuck does big dicks have to do with y'all boxing in the ring? I was like, oh my God, this guy is a sore loser. Who allowed this man to speak? on the camera like this. He said they're just mad because men from Philly got big dicks. I was like, oh my god, get this guy.
Like, boy,
Get this
bye.
guy.
Bye.
Yeah, but get out of here. Oh my god. No,
That
I
man's
can't.
just always making non-conscious comments.
Yeah, I was like, who says that? Who fucking says that, yo?
But you know, right now, I feel like majority of the amateurs have their dads as their coaches. So it'll be interesting to watch them if they make it into the pros, the relationships that they still have with their dads, or how all that affected them before they even get to the pros.
Or do their
Do you
dads
see-
love them enough to say, I can't
Exactly.
get you where you need to be, so I'm going to pass you on to whatever, but I'm still going to be there to make sure that you get treated well. To me,
Yeah.
that
Do
is
you
what
see a lot of in the amateurs? Do you see a lot of dads that have the kind of like attitude or persona?
I
like,
have.
Like the same
I
thing.
have.
oh really?
and
Like with Teofimo's
I
father and
personally
then
have, and I'm sure, you
It's
know,
gonna
the
get
SBS
worse.
too. I've seen I can name dads that are now in the spotlight right now that I've seen actually slap their kid after they didn't do well in sparring.
wow,
Slap and have the baby crying outside.
wow.
You know,
Mm-mm.
and that's abuse to me. That's
Like
not
those
funny.
are I think about like those are the dads that are the ones, you know, fighting with other parents, you know, at the Pee-wee soccer game or something. You know, like those are, you know,
You know,
like,
I can't even.
it's
I don't know
that
if I can
parent
even be
type.
mad at them because not for nothing. My mom.
You're like,
she's
wait a
kinda-
minute, that was me.
No, no, my mom, she's kind of like that. When I tell her all the shit that I go through on Twitter with like these chupacabras and stuff like that, she'd be like, she'd be getting so mad. She'd be wanting to fight, and I'd be like,
Oh,
wow.
well, yeah, for
Now I
sure.
see where I get it from. Like I was like, oh, mom, relax, mommy, it's okay. She's not gonna
Well,
do
but I
anything.
think
You know?
I think that we all feel that first and foremost, Nika. When it,
Oh,
when,
I'm
when,
that
when-
mom.
let
I'm
me
that
just
mom.
say that I will just
Yeah, I'm
I
that
feel
mom.
we all feel that. But
I'm not going to do it to my kid.
right, and it's like we're not going to jeopardize, you know, anything that would impact, and like just anything that impacts you directly, right? So that's the whole thing, you know, is that, you know, I had brought up Teofimo and what everybody thought about him, because suddenly I see him very visible. I haven't seen the dad a whole lot, but he's been very visible. You know, he's been showing and demonstrating that he's in the gym, that he's been staying fit, you know, which I think is great. It's nice to see more of him than the dad.
I feel like Teofimo's dad's gonna talk shit against once his son gets the win again.
Yeah.
Once he gets the win again, then it's gonna be back to the old Teofimo senior. So
Oh,
yeah,
It's just
I
whenever
didn't
there's
realize
cameras
that.
around, he'll talk his smack. He'll talk his
Yeah.
smack. to get the
Dad
attention.
used to smack
Whenever
me.
there's anybody around, whether it's a promoter,
Yeah.
a manager, a news reporter.
he lives for it. Yeah, he lives for it.
You know, Slide Encounter was talking about Felix Trinidad's dad used to slap him in the corner during instruction. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. For some people, that motivates them. And for other people, it's like, first of all, when they have that, really, it's 90 seconds, not even a minute, because by the time you go sit down, you only have 90 seconds left. I mean, not 90 seconds, 50 seconds left. It's like, you need instruction. You can't think. They're not thinking. And for you to slap them, it's like, okay, but what do I do? What do I do, though? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Those 50 seconds are so just they're so critical. I feel like that is the moment where you coach, where you direct, you know,
Yes,
when you are honest on where they are in the scorecards, you know, if they're behind, if they're, you know, not to, you know, degrade them and do stuff like that.
No. Good. We're all on the same about that. I had a question though. So did anybody see? Some of y'all like him, some of y'all don't. I do like him. Did anybody see Tyson Fury's offer on his Instagram? So he's retired, right?
Yeah.
He's retired. But he said, I will fight Anthony Joshua for free in England. Free tickets, free TV. Don't pay me anything. I will fight him again. Did anybody see that on his Instagram?
Yeah, I did, but I know that's not gonna happen. Who's gonna? What? What promotion? What company is going to allow them to fight for free and then allow free ticket? Like they're not gonna put that. I feel like throwing an empty like.
I think he would do it though. I think it's a jab. To me, that's just a jab. Like, I want to fight you again. That I'll
He's
do
just
it
playing
for
with us.
free.
Right? He's
And what are
playing
you
with
gonna
us right
do?
now. He's playing with us right now. He knows nobody would ever agree to that. So it's like, you know what? Relax, guy. Don't even tease us like that. No one would ever agree to having a free fight on TV, free fans coming in on to watch the fight. Like, no, they're not gonna do that.
But do y'all think that it was more of a jab for Anthony Joshua saying you're not shit and I'll fight you for free? Do y'all see? I took it as a jab to him. What did y'all think of that?
I took it as he can't come to the U.S. to fight, so he's like, just letting y'all know this is what I have on the table. I can't really do nothing, so if you guys want to see me fight, it'll be for free because I can't go to the U.S. And I don't know. I didn't look at it as like, oh, I will fight Joshua for free because he's nobody. I didn't take him serious.
But is he officially retired? Did he really make
No, I mean, yes, but no. I mean, they can come out of retirement. I mean, look, how many times did Roy Jones come out of retirement? You know what I'm saying? And Mayweather, like, I don't think so. But I personally like Fury. I do. And I thought I took it because he's talks crazy sometimes and he puts out things, and I just think he was just like, it was a jab, at AJ. I really do. I don't know.
I think it was a jab, and that's also him. And maybe this is a little too deep, but we've heard, the boxers, you've heard like Tyson and Oscar and everybody talk about, after retirement. I mean, it's like your whole life, and what has been your whole life, like you just suddenly stop, right? And it hasn't been that long for him, but it might just be him trying to kind of still stay, not that
relevant,
he misses visibility, but maybe he just misses that, or starting to miss just kind of that back and forth talk, and he's just, I think he's just playing, but he enjoys the play, and he might miss the play. So
Lee said he's retired like he has purple hair. Yeah, I think that was also another publicity thing, another ploy to get attention on him. I'm retired, and see how many people are like, no, no, no. And then now he's like, okay, yeah, he can't come to the U.S., as someone mentioned, and we know that. So he said he'd fight him in England. But I wouldn't mind seeing that. I mean, I don't know. I like him. I like him a lot. So we've got.
Would you like to see it even if Anthony Joshua loses to Usyk?
That may be a game changer, Nika. Honestly, that might be a game changer. I think he is going to lose to Usyk. I do.
Yeah, so it's like, do you still want to see him fight Fury if he loses to Usyk? Wouldn't you want to see Usyk?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. And I think that if Anthony Joshua loses to Usyk, he needs to go ahead and retire and just sell cologne or something. I don't know. I can see him selling some cologne. Like Greek mythology name, maybe Adonis or what, Socrates, something, some kind of cologne. Like I can see him standing in front of some pillars, like selling some cologne. I don't know. That's just me though. But I want to ask y'all too. So August 20th, and this is a little bit away. Omar Figueroa and Adrian Broner. Does anybody care about that fight?
Is that the Top Rank fight?
No,
that's not. That's
on Showtime.
That's gonna be Showtime. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I'm not excited about this fight, but I think Adrian Broner is entertaining, so he's gonna sell a fight no matter what anybody wants to thinks of him. He's already kind of halfway sold because he's already talking shit on the Zoom call meeting that he had with Brian Custer. He was just talking. Oh, he went off. He was just like, you know what? I'm just here to say that I'm not with this shit. Al Heyman and Steven Espinosa, y'all full of bullshit. Y'all know we're doing the Zoom meeting when everybody else is doing live press conferences, and you know what? And that was enough for everybody to be buzzing about it on Twitter. So I don't know. He knows how to sell a fight. I don't even know if that was even genuine. I feel like he maybe did that just to piss people off and get the people talking, because in the same breath he was just like, well, Brian Custer, I'm gonna talk to you at 11 o'clock on Thursday. So we'll be back at it. So I'm just like, so do you not want to be on the Zoom call, or you want to do an interview with Brian Custis or no? So I don't know.
I'm not
Yep, that's
excited
true.
for it, and it makes me
It
sad
is.
because it's like just sad for him, you know.
Yeah, it is sad, but oh, Rodney, you can't talk. Why? What happened? I'm so sorry. But look who we have. Look who we have. Oh my gosh, Chicken. What's up, girl?
Chicken.
What's up,
What's
y'all?
up?
What's up,
Hey,
ladies? What's going
So,
on?
hey, boo.
you know, we're just chit chatting about boxing like we do. But you've got something coming up this week. Tell everybody about it and what's going on in your world.
Well, as everybody know, don't know, I'm the first female to headline a boxing event here in Dallas.
All right, okay.
Yep, and so I'm gonna be fighting for the NBA, and I think I can't remember the other name of the belt. But I'm gonna be fighting for 2 belts.
You're like some belts.
The belts.
For a couple of belts. For a couple of belts. Tell us about who you're going to be fighting.
I'm going to be fighting a girl named Alicia Acero from Missouri. Thank you, Steven.
Yes. And so what do we know about this girl?
Well, I heard
we care? I'm just saying.
in shape fighter that keeps coming, so I heard it's going to be a hell of a fight. So I'm just making sure I'm in shape to lead to, you know what I'm saying, get the fight that everybody wanted to see. She's a southpaw, so I've been working on coming with that left hook, that straight right, and turning her, letting her know who's boss in the ring.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. And you know, so what does it mean to you? I mean, you're going to be headlining. You're the main event for this show. We've never had that. We haven't in DFW. I'm definitely going to be there. I'm hoping my girl Nancy's going to be there too. But what does that mean to you? I mean, it's you. It's all about you, girl. You're the main event.
Man, this is like some stuff I've been really fighting for, like in our city, to be a female and then a black female. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to put on for the other girls to let them know that, hey, man, I'm sitting here fighting for y'all. I'm letting it be known girls can put on shows. People can come to watch us. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. I think it's going to be another girl fight on the show as well.
Yep.
That's Manzo. Thank you, C. Manzo. Oh, yeah, I'm the new head trainer at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Cedar Hill.
Girl, you're just doing it all. And we've talked about that before. I mean, you do it all. You have your own business. You know, you take care of your kids. You bought your house. You know, you're about to get these belts, headlining. You're the head trainer at the Mayweather gym. I mean, you are a freaking role model, girl.
I just need to know when she sleeps. I mean, if you follow her,
I don't think she does.
I don't think you sleep, Chicken, because
cat nap.
that's it. Because
Seriously.
you're a superwoman, like really and truly. And I just love, you know, when you're promoting the fight, you know, here locally, you'll be, you know, on the radio, you know, the, you know, TV shows and morning shows, and you do such an excellent job of promoting and like putting yourself, like your whole out there for the fans. And I think that's why you have, you know, and of course your ability, right? But just you and as a person, like you just have this following because you're lovable, girl. Like you're just, I mean, come on, like you have that energy. And let me tell you, anybody that's watching that's in the area, you haven't gone seen Chicken, you gotta go. You gotta go. I mean, you put on such an entertaining, you know, show, but you get in there and you're fighting. I mean, you're like you just turn it on, and I love it. So boxing fans, boxing heads, I mean, you know, she's going in there, and man, she's giving it to them. I'm telling you.
Taking care of business. Stephen Pope wants to know if it's going to be streamed or is it going to be on TV?
No, I'm going to put the link up that
Okay.
where it's going to be streaming at. It's going to be a pay-per-view stream, so it's like $20 just to watch.
Okay.
So Spice chicken, no.
Yes. And Nick J said, "Where is the fight going to be?" So we know it's going to be in DFW area. So where exactly is it going to be?
It's gonna be at Gillies.
Yeah,
Bottom Jean.
and you got to put up to where they can get the tickets and everything, because you need all your people there. So Shaw News, the sauce, said, "That's my girl. She wore my Jaka Fitness patch back in the day. Sauce Experience Triple D Fight Queen. Keep shining."
Oh yeah. He was one of my sponsors. Matter of fact, when I had won that first, when I won that ABO bill.
Wow, that's great. It's always good to have those people that support you. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, at Gillies, definitely. And you got to put all the information in. We had a great show tonight. We're gonna wrap it up. I want everybody to go around and give final thoughts, rebuttals, whatever they want to do. And we'll start with you, Chicken.
Well, all I'm saying is, hey, man, Coach, come here, y'all.
Coach O'Dell.
Coach, I say, hey, Coach, you got a superstar fighter.
Don't be nervous. He's gonna be surrounded by some women. Tell him, don't be nervous.
Hey, he think he look good anyway, so we got. Come on, Coach. Everybody get shot.
Coach. Oh, look at you. Look at you, Coach.
Got my coach, man. Hey, man.
Hey, everybody show up for the fight, Coach Chicken gonna show out.
That's right. Coach Ozell in the building.
Yeah.
See y'all Saturday.
Yeah, we were hit miss today. I was trying to punch him, you know what I'm saying? I got
Don't slip.
Yes, everybody make sure y'all pull up. If you go to Facebook, Shay Metcalf or Chicken Mick, I got 2 Facebook pages. You'll be able to see the links to my to where to get tickets to my fight. They starting at $40. I feel like that's a good price to come see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting on the show. Last fight we drew blood in that fight. I shattered some noses. This time, you know what I'm saying? This time I'm trying to make it Instagram. So y'all just make sure y'all pull up. Hit me on Instagram at the Real Slim Goody. And y'all make sure y'all can come shop. Be fly with me at the headquarters of Lux Studios here in Dallas.
You already know, girl. You already know. I got a few things from there. You already know. Y'all want to be sexy? That's where you shop.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nancy, what are your last words? Shout outs.
Oh, I just love y'all. That's what I want to say. I just love every single one of y'all. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and grateful for you, Christine, and this platform that you give us to. It's my therapy session. Like, this is my wusa. This is like my zen. Is talking boxing with my sisters, and I'm just grateful. So, if everybody that's watching, if you're not following these ladies, please do, because we love coming together here. Not just for y'all, but honestly, it's for us too. It's like our zen moment. So thank y'all.
Oh, I don't think Marshall's being shielded.
Oh yeah, you better come back because we're gonna roast you. Don't hide. Don't hide. Just saying it right now. Esme, shout outs, last words.
When Chicken got me really hyped up, I wish it was back in the day, before text messaging, when you had to have like a dope ass voicemail intro. I would pay to have Chicken do mine.
Yeah.
It's that energy. It's just like I would buy anything you're selling. I'd be like, yes, just sign me up. But you can find me on Instagram under Fotógrafa de la Gente, and on Twitter at Esme Ferraro. That's where I'm
Stephen
at.
Pope, no, we have Shields winning. Lennox was best, said I'll probably be back after Marshall beats Shield. And we said, no, Shields is winning. Don't hide. Stick to your word. Nike, she always keeps those receipts. And
We screenshot that.
We're going to screenshot it. That's what we're saying. No, Esme, I agree with you, though. I mean, I want her to do my voicemail. Sheesh. I'm saying I would be calling myself just to hear what she's saying. Absolutely. Nika, what's your last word? Shout outs.
So you can follow me on Knockouts with Nika on YouTube, Knockouts with Nika on Instagram. I'm not gonna give out my Twitter. You can probably find me on there because I don't want people reporting me. But yeah,
Right.
support Chicken because she's one of those fighters that promotes herself. She's like a go-getter, a hustler. Like we need to support fighters like that who are not like doing it in the like she's out there grinding. So we need to support fighters like her. So definitely support Chicken Saturday. Yeah, so we're rooting for you. Thanks for everybody tuning in.
Thank
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I want to thank everybody too. My panel, all my girls. I just love us coming together every Wednesday. I look forward to it too. Just like Nancy said, it's my therapy. I need it. I needed it. I need it. And everybody in the chat, we love you. We appreciate the support. The ones that come every Wednesday and the ones that are just tuning in. And yes, Nika is so beautiful.
Yes, she is.
Everyone's
It
beautiful up
is.
here, and
Yeah.
everybody has beautiful souls up here too. Everybody has beautiful
Absolutely.
spirits.
That's why we mesh. That's why we do it well. So please continue to support your girls and tune in to everybody's channels. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. In the Room with Christine. Nika has a channel as well. What's your channel, Nika?
Knockouts with Nika.
Knockouts with Nika. Yes, please. And Nancy, follow her. Follow Chicken. And I cannot wait until your fight Saturday. And yes, it's all our therapy because we are all crazy. We have to be a little crazy to love
we
boxing.
are.
We really do. We really do have to be a little crazy. But we've been bitten by the bug and we can't shake it. So
That's right.
until we can't shake anymore, we're gonna keep on following it. Yeah. But thank you all and love to love you. Y'all have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.